Welcome to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny, and today we are going to do a double smoked honey glazed citrus ham. Now this is something I do on the holidays, either Thanksgiving, Christmas, or both. And I think it's one of the easiest recipes you can possibly do on the Weber kettle. Don't let it intimidate you because this really is easy. Let's look at the ingredients. We're going to start off with a pinch of salt and a half of a teaspoon of cloves. Now if you're not a clove person, you can leave that out of the recipe, no problems. We also have about 2 tablespoons of apricot preserves. And for this, you can also use a mandarin or an orange preserve. Works well also. We have a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, and use Dijon mustard. Don't substitute with brown or that regular Frenchies yellow mustard. We have 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of honey, 1/2 cup of orange juice, and the zest of 1 orange. And the zest of 1 orange, if you don't want the zest of 1 orange, it's perfectly fine to leave that out also. Still going to be delicious. We'll get all of those ingredients into a saucepan. I have the heat as a medium-low. Get that all whisked and incorporated. This is going to reduce just a little bit just so that our glaze can thicken up. While that's reducing, we'll get our fire started. And I also have the slow and sear filled about halfway with all of the lump charcoal pushed over to one side. I'm going to use 2 cubes to get the chimney started. In the Weber chimney starter, I have it half full of hickory lump charcoal. In the slow and sear, I have 1 chunk of hickory. Once the lump has ashed over, we're going to add that to the empty half of the slow and sear. Spread it out for an even temperature and then put the lid on. Today, I'm just bringing the pit up to temp. We're going to start off with the top vent wide open and also the bottom vent wide open. Now this is a 10-pound spiral sliced ham, and it will not fit in your 22-inch Weber kettle. Check out my beer can chicken video. I show a setup in that video where we actually can lower the cooking surface so that it'll give us more height in the 22-inch Weber kettle. We'll get the ham on, and if you look through the vent hole, you can see that that thing is just barely fitting in the 26-inch Weber kettle. The entire cooking process is going to take between 2.5 and 3 hours. Whenever I do this ham, I do it in stages of 45 minutes. So I'll go 45 minutes with both vents wide open. After 45 minutes is up, now I have my ham on one of these cooking grids, and the great thing about that is that you don't have to handle the protein. You can just pick it up by the cooking grid and rotate that. Now, judging by the color of this ham, I want to lower the temperature just a little bit, so I'm going to go 1 notch to the left on the bottom vent. Now after the second 45 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and check the internal temperature. Now whenever I do one of these hams, I like to go in between 135 degrees and 145 degrees. Now I would not go above 145 degrees simply because you can start running into the potential of drying your ham out. We're looking pretty good. I like the color that I have on the ham, so I'm going to tint it with foil. Now you may want your ham to go a little darker, or you may not like it this dark. You can tint your ham anytime you want, just for your own personal preferences. This is the third 45-minute period of the cook. I'm just doing a quick fuel check. I still have half of a slow and sear full of fuel, so I don't see any need to add any more fuel to the cook. Now this is the last 45-minute period of the cook. So I am going to glaze in 15-minute intervals. So we're going to glaze this ham 3 times. Now we have glazed this ham 3 times, and the internal temperature is now 133 degrees, which it's close enough because I'm hungry. So let's get this off the pit and take it inside and get it ready to eat. And that is it. That's how I manage my time for one of these glazed ham cooks during the holidays. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill, and if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time.